Happy holidays, happy Wednesday, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah. To any holidays that you may or may not be celebrating in this fine December, hello, welcome. It's Wednesday night. It's debate night in America and across the world. Welcome back to another fun, exciting night for Debate 8 tonight. I think you could tell. Wait, hold on. We got it back there. We got the Christmas tree. We got the lights hanging up. We got the snow. We got the snow going. It is Christmas theme movie night tonight. I got the Star Wars. This thing is super big on me. This is super big. It's like 2 sizes too big. I got the Star Wars ugly sweater going. We got the Christmas lo-fi jams rocking tonight. And we are going to be talking Christmas movies, Christmas comedies to be exact. Got a fun list of movies that we're going to get into. Hold on, I got to pop my chat out real quick. Come on, chat. Don't do me like that. There we go. Now I can see the people. I can talk to the people. See what's up. Put it in the dryer. Oh no, I can't, man. This thing's old. I mean, it looks new because I keep my Christmas sweaters fresh and wear them like once or twice a year. No. This has been washed plenty of times. This ain't getting any smaller. It is just too big. It is too big. Debate 8, the best night of the week behind The Mandalorian, of course. Patricia, I am one to agree with you on that one. This is I love Wednesday nights. I love getting in here, debating with you guys. I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about these Christmas movies that we're talking tonight. We're doing comedies tonight, but I do have something to sort of get off my chest today. And we will do that in a little bit. When we get to Home Alone, I do have something to discuss as it relates possibly to Die Hard. And you might be thinking, what could bringing up Home Alone have to do with Die Hard? Ooh, when we get to that matchup tonight, I will let you know. But in the meantime, I hope everyone is doing well. Let's see which movies we're going to be talking about tonight. I promise you, the clothes are staying on tonight. The clothes are definitely staying on tonight. Okay, where's my list? There we go. All right. Remember, you guys voted. You guys voted on this list. If you aren't already, do I have a Discord? I think I set it up last time, didn't I? Let me see. If you're new to the show, if you are a newcomer since the last time, let's see if it's working. Oh, it's not working. I gotta hold on. Oh, it is working. Oh, good. Awesome. There's like a slight delay sometimes when it does it. If you aren't already, make sure that you are part of the Discord. Because we do voting. I feel like the music's a little loud. We vote on which ones make the bracket. So these 8 that you are seeing tonight is handpicked by our Discord members. And look, and I'll get to it at the end of the show, but next week is a set show. But you guys are, and there's already 8. We're doing the best episode of The Mandalorian season 2. So there's only going to be 8 options, but you guys are going to be able to help with the seating, of course. So there will still be voting tomorrow in the Discord. Hold on, I was like in the middle of doing something and talking. I just want to refresh this. Okay, there we go. All right, so who do we have? The number 1 seed Elf going up against the number 8 seed of Christmas Vacation. The number 4 seed Scrooged will go up against the number 5 seed How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Then we have the number 3 seed, the Santa Claus, will go up against the number 6 seed of Bad Santa. And then the number 2 overall seed, Home Alone, will go up against the number 7 seed, the Muppets Christmas Carol. So we got a lot of great, funny movies. I definitely want to hear your opinions tonight. I will definitely be reading what you got in the chat for me. So when we get to the matchups, give your thoughts, give your opinions. I will call it out, and I will see what you guys are saying as well. Let's do it. Let's jump into the first matchup of the night. We got Jon Favreau, Will Ferrell's Elf going up against Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation. So look, I was actually pretty surprised. I'll be honest. I was pretty surprised that Christmas Vacation was voted so low by you guys. It like barely squeezed out enough votes to even get the 8th seed. I was shocked. Some of you know that when I put the YouTube stream up, ahead of time, I had a different thumbnail. I had Will Ferrell and Chevy Chase as the 2 on the thumbnail, because I didn't necessarily think that Christmas Vacation was going to be like the number 2 seed, but I thought it was going to be high up there enough to give it some traction. And you guys like just barely voted for this thing. I was shocked. So I don't think this bodes well in this round, because I got such a low seed going up against such a strong competitor in Elf. Elf in my household is a perennial Christmas watch. It is a staple Christmas viewing assignment. Okay, we must watch. Elf is a must watch during the Christmas time. It is so funny and so charming, and it really, to me, it gets better every time I watch it. I don't know, it's just one of those movies where you don't necessarily see something new every time, but I think you appreciate something, a different part of it each time. And look, let's be honest, is it the best movie ever? No. But is it such a good, heartwarming holiday story? Yes it is. And so that, for those reasons, I am hands down definitely gonna go Elf over Christmas Vacation. Let me see what you guys have to say though on this one. I don't think it aged well. Christmas Vacation, yeah, I don't. There's another movie in here that I didn't think aged well too, and we'll get to that as well. But I can see that. It surprised Patricia as well that Vacation was so low. Jen says she grew up with Christmas Vacation. Yeah, I think a lot of this more seasoned, movie viewers grew up with the Christmas Vacation. And I don't know, maybe other things have sort of made its way into the constant viewing for sure. Park says Vacation all the way. This might, maybe we'll get an upset in the first round. I'd be surprised though. Lemon says Elf should mop the floor with this one. See, I think that it should, but I don't know that it will. Definitely. Mike Porter, my man, says Elf is my favorite, but it doesn't have a chance against Christmas Vacation. I don't understand. I thought this would be the championship round. I thought so too, man. I thought Vacation would be much higher. A couple Elf was mad, didn't like Elf much. Star Wars Santa, man, we couldn't have a night here talking Christmas movies without Star Wars Santa in the chat saying, fun fact, Cousin Eddie's RV is at a place in Ohio. Nice. And he's got a picture with it. Awesome. That is now Santa, do you have a picture with it in full Santa attire? That's the question there. Adam says Elf is a great Christmas movie. It checks all the boxes, but I'm not voting for it. Guys, I think we might get an upset here. Jim says I didn't like Elf on the first viewing. I could see that. I could see that happening. I got to be honest. A lot of Will Ferrell movies are not necessarily first viewing movies. Even ones directed by Jon Favreau. It's tough. Will Ferrell movies are tough the first time around. Generally, I don't know. I feel like they they take some time, some digesting, some just mulling it over for sure. Okay, let's see. let's see what you guys have to say. Let's do some voting. Let's do some voting. Oh, I should probably bring the actual poll up. All right. Time to tell what you guys think about. Oh, look, the timer. Oh wait, no, it added extra time. I don't understand. I tried talking to Streamlabs about their polls. I got no answer. I still got to talk to them about why it adds extra time. But either way, if you want to vote for Elf to move on to the next round, exclamation vote 1 in the chat. If you want Christmas Vacation to be the one to move on to the second round, do exclamation vote 8. Right off the bat, we have Elf right now not doing what a number 1 seed should be doing. Coming in right now, only 42% of the vote. May not be enough. We may have a major upset in the first round. Although Elf now is starting to creep in a little bit, getting a couple more votes. Only a few seconds left. Only a few seconds left to get in your votes. We got, and I think this might be the clutch vote. Right at the end, we got a couple more coming in for Christmas Vacation. Can you believe it? Time is about to run out on the clock. And Christmas Vacation. Poll is closing. Christmas Vacation with the major upset of the night right off the bat. Santa, Star Wars Santa, putting you all on the naughty list. Voting out his favorite movie, Christmas Vacation. 60% of the vote. Landon Dubes says, not enough people on Discord. I guess you are right. What are you guys doing? Come on the Discord. Exclamation Discord in the chat will get you signed up for the Discord so you can help seed these movies in the future. Elf getting knocked down in the first round. Let's go ahead and add Christmas Vacation. Wow, Christmas Vacation, the number 8 seed rolling in. That poll is done. Let's take a look at the bracket. Woo. Elf going down. Going down at Christmas Vacation, man. I'm shocked. I don't know if I'm happy. I might share Star Wars Santa sentiment here. Elf is the most quotable movie. The most quotable movie is gone. It is now we're just down. Now we're just down to movies. No more quotes. So much for the thumbnails predicting the final. Here's the thing, Lemon. Pretty sure. Well, no. In this case, I'm not going to say that people did it just to mess up the prediction. No, because in all reality, Christmas Vacation is a great movie. So, I can't say that for this one. However, my streak of predicting the final 2 is out the window. That's for sure. All right. What do we got next? Next, we got a very interesting matchup. This one I think is going to be tough for people. We got the number 4 seed of Scrooged going up against the number 5 seed of Jim Carrey's The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. So this one's so interesting. I think these two movies were actually seeded perfectly. I think they're seeded perfectly for me. Man, as a kid growing up, I loved Scrooge. I absolutely loved this movie. I used to watch this movie every Christmas, every holiday time. And it just, it was at a time in my life where like Bill Murray could do no wrong. And for those of you who were here last week or maybe even the week before, I expressed my incredible love for this Charles Dickens story and all iterations of it. And so I'm predisposed to automatically liking this just because I love this story. And I don't care how many times it gets redone. I love it. So The Grinch, for me, I hated this movie the first time I saw it. Hated it. And it was nothing against like Jim Carrey. I'm a big Jim Carrey fan. It's just, this movie just, I don't know. The first time I saw it, it just rubbed me the wrong way. I couldn't get into it at all. And it's a movie that over time, I feel like I have gained a greater appreciation for. Now, that could be because Fanjecture really likes this movie. It could be for the fact that Fanjecture, the older Fanjecture, Fanjecture, really likes this movie too. She loves all things Grinch. It's Grinch this, Grinch that, all Grinches. This Grinch, she likes the Illumination Grinch. She likes the original 1960s Grinch. Loves it. Guys, she made me, okay, well, Princess Jecture's 5 years old. She made me watch that train wreck of a NBC TV musical with what's his name? Matt Morrison. She made me watch it. Spoiler alert, it's terrible. So all things Grinch. So I've seen this Jim Carrey's Grinch plenty of times. And every time I watch it, it grows on me a little. I don't think it's better than Scrooge though. Maybe it's just because it's more adult for me. So for me, it's Bill Murray comedy at his peak. It's so narcissistic. It's so like the snarkiness that his character has, especially in the first like 30 minutes of this film, is just peak Bill Murray, and it's hysterical to me. So for me, as much as I can appreciate the Grinch, I will be going Scrooge. I don't know what you guys are gonna go though. A lot of you are saying Scrooge shouldn't be close. The Grinch is better, says Landon. Grinch all the way, says D. Can't get enough of Jim Carrey and little Cindy. Cindy Lou Who in this movie is pretty good. I will say that. Just the character designs are so weird for me. Still to this day, it's still very weird. Jim Carrey's Grinch falls flat for Star Wars Santa. Lemon is in there for Scrooge, not a Carrey fan. Old school animated Grinch is better than the live action version. I agree with you on that, Harvey. It's a little, so the sound quality is not that great in certain parts. It's so funny, and I know this is a side tangent, but the old school animated Grinch, the sound recordings for the narrator and the songs are still hold up today, but the sound recordings for the actual Grinch, it's so weird. It's so messed up, and I wish they could figure out a way to like remaster that more than I'm sure that they already have. But anyway, you know what? I know it's not here tonight, but the Illumination Grinch is really good. It's really good. If you're a Grinch fan, I would definitely recommend that movie. Okay, let's see what you guys have to say on this one. What do you say we get a poll up and running? If you want to vote for Scrooged, Bill Murray classic, moving on to the next round, do exclamation vote 4 in the chat if you would like. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. You're going to put exclamation vote and the number 5 in the chat. This is your first time here exclamation, the word vote. There's a space and then the number, and then you lock in your vote. You can change your vote before the time ends, but you can only really vote once. You don't need to spam. Not that any of you here are spamming, but just in case you were curious, it doesn't matter. One person, one vote, but you can change your vote. Didn't hurt having Boris Karloff as the narrator. Definitely not. No, what a voice. Scrooge off to the early lead here. About 64% of the vote right now. I think there, there was some love in the chat there for How to Grinch Stole Christmas. But by far, I saw most of the chatter there going for Scrooge. So I think while this might end up a little close towards the end, I think Scrooge should have a pretty easy victory here, getting to the next round. And in fact, time is about to run out. Like I said, Grinch coming in strong at the end. Is it going to be enough though? I don't think so. As it looks like the timer is winding down. Poll is now closed. Scrooged as predicted. Not a whole lot of chatter going on. So Scrooged, 57% of the vote. Am I voting? Asked Adam. I've been trying. A lot. Some people have said, maybe I should take a step back from voting, unless it's like super close and I have to be the tiebreaker. So I'm trying to do that a little bit, just to make this more about everybody else and not myself. I don't want to be accused of that it's rigged or anything. Not that you guys would ever say that I would rig it. No, that's never happened before. All right, where are we at here? Man, we got Scrooged moving on, going up against Christmas Vacation. We should have an uneven number, so we need you to vote. Well, yeah, it depends. It's one of those like, if it comes down to the last few seconds and I need to jump in and give my thoughts, I will. Definitely. Okay. Our next matchup, the number 3 seed, Santa Claus, is going to go up against the number 6 seed of Bad Santa. This is another one where very surprised by your seedings. And not because Santa Claus is high. I got no problem with that. I got no problem with Santa Claus being high, man. Santa Claus, the first, we don't need to really talk about Santa Claus 2 and 3 or Santa Claus 7. I don't know how many are there. I like Santa Claus. I like Santa Claus a lot. It was original. It was funny. Tim Allen, very, very funny in this movie. I liked it. And Bad Santa was fine to me. If Bad Santa is not a movie that I go to every year. It's not a movie that I'll necessarily not watch if I'm in the mood to watch it. But if we're talking about the pantheon of list of Christmas movies to watch in a season, Bad Santa's not, for me personally, it's not high on the list. I think part of the appeal for this movie when it first came out was, Billy Bob Thornton and just a Christmas movie that was R-rated. And not that it's like a terrible movie or anything, but it just, I don't know. It was fine. It was just fine to me. Benzo says Santa Claus. Landon says Bad Santa was good, but as a kid, I love Santa Claus. Star Wars Santa is all about Santa Claus. Love Bernie Mac and Bad Santa, but you can't beat the Tim Allen classic. Harvey says same thing here. Not enough people voting in the Discord. Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. People will eventually flock. Organic Sensi is here. Saying Bernie effing Mac. It's my snow cup. I currently have that Tim Allen, the Santa Claus vibe with my weight and gray beard that I'm growing. I'm feeling you, man. I don't know if it's the winter that makes the beard grow faster, but usually my beard is not this thick on a Wednesday night. So funny because your cup blends in. Yeah, that's the thing. Cup, it's a green screen cup. Actually, it's just a green solo cup, but I like getting the green solo cup so that it like blends in. It's nice, isn't it? It's not whiskey tonight. Yeah, so let's vote this one out. Let's vote this one out. See what you guys are saying. All right, Santa Claus, Bad Santa. Santa Claus, if you want that to move on, we got exclamation vote 3 in the chat. Or Bad Santa, can we get another upset tonight? How are you guys feeling about Bad Santa? Is it upset worthy? If it is, exclamation vote 6. You guys like the lights down there? I decorated. I had some extra lights in the back. Threw them down there. If I had time, I should have put a tree in there. Maybe I'll do that for next week. It's still holiday-esque. Even though, you know, we got like one more week of holiday. I should have did holiday for all of December. We got a couple more weeks left. Santa Claus, man, crushing it. This is the biggest lead all night. Man, that could bode well, I think, for Santa Claus going forward. This is a commanding win. Good job. Great to see you hanging out tonight, my man. Thanks for the kind welcome back. I know we had our nice vacation, our fall vacation over at Twitch, and then we came on back to the YouTubes. I said earlier that your updates to the graphics are fantastic. Well, thank you. I've really tried to put some time and effort into it. You know, I just gotta keep stepping up for you guys. It's all for you. All for you guys. All right. Oh, time is up. What is going on here? 76% of the vote. Whew. Goodness, 76. Biggest lead of the night we got here, man. Santa Claus coming in. Okay. Wow. Close out that poll. Let's go back to the bracket and see where we're at. Massive win for Tim Allen, and Santa Claus is everywhere. Santa Claus, 76%. All right. Now we're going to get to not only the number 2 seed of Home Alone, but this is where we're going to have a discussion. It's going to be a tough discussion. I wish Trinity was here. Somebody's going to have to let Trinity know about this conversation we're about to have, because this is going to be tough for me to discuss. Okay. So let's talk Home Alone. For those of you who may or may not know, a couple weeks ago, I think it was last week or the week before. It was last week. Last week we got into a discussion as we were picking movies for this week. Because after the debate, we all hang out for a little bit of an after party, a little after show, and we already have the topic for the next week, but then we discuss which movies should make it into the Discord vote. Okay, it's fun. So if you're ever here for the debate and you want to just chill for the after party, that's usually what we do. We talk about the week after. So we had a big discussion about which Christmas comedy should make it into this week, and of course it led into a discussion of, you know, Die Hard. Is it or isn't? Is it not a Christmas movie? And I said that it's not, because the Christmas elements are not inherently embedded into the story so much that if you remove the Christmas elements, that it would change the story. So I made that point, and good friend of the channel over at Second Street Marvel, Trinity, said, by that description, Home Alone is not a Christmas movie. And I vehemently said, that was dumb. You are stupid. I don't think I said that, but I felt that. And I said, you're wrong, because Christmas is embedded in Home Alone, and it's basically another character. So I rewatched Home Alone today in preparation. Now, admittedly, I haven't seen Home Alone in a couple years. It's not a every year Christmas movie for me, but it is in the rotation every now and then. And I watched it because I've seen Home Alone, so I wasn't watching it for, because I didn't know, I've never seen the movie before. I was watching it for analysis for this debate. And so one of the specific things that I did was watch for the Christmas elements being embedded, because I had my notepad out. I'm not even joking. I had my notepad out and I'm like ready to take notes on why this movie has Christmas embedded in the story. Hang on, let me take a sip before I say what I'm about to say. You can take Christmas out of Home Alone and it would be the exact same movie. I really enjoy Home Alone. It's a great Christmas movie. It's a great holiday movie. But they're literally, because I watched the whole thing with the express consent to debunk the idea that in every scene, if Christmas was eliminated, would it change it? Would you have to rewrite the scene? Would you have to change what happens in the scene? And with the exception of literally one part where he steps on an ornament as he crawls through the window, nothing about it can't be replaced. And it hurts me to say that. It really does, because what I watched it today with the full intention to not talk about that. And the one I actually figured out, I am gonna cry, Jeff. I absolutely am, because it hurts my soul to have to say this. But I figured out why it is that why we feel like it is a Christmas movie. And I'll answer some of the things that you said in there. It's the music. It's John Williams' music. And it's John Williams' ability to gets you so involved and invested in a film, and the way he composes music and the way he mixes elements of Christmas type stuff and Christmas music all embedded into one, that it's the feel. You feel it because of John Williams's music. So that being said, even though I think that you could eliminate the Christmas stuff out of this movie and you would still have an incredible, fun film of a kid home alone, literally, it is still a holiday movie, and it is still a Christmas movie. So, because my own personal theory on removing things and it not being a Christmas movie, and my feelings that Home Alone still is a Christmas movie, because it does have a lot of Christmas stuff in it, I have to say that I am no longer, from this point, going to argue with people who say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Because I can't very well say that a movie that I really like, that I believe is a Christmas movie, Home Alone, which you could eliminate the Christmas stuff and it would still be the same exact movie, that it's a Christmas movie. So I can't argue with people anymore about Die Hard. So therefore, I guess Die Hard's a Christmas movie. There, I've said it. Now, I saw some of you in there saying he hides in the manger at church. That's a minor rewrite. It's very minor. He could still go to a church at any point during the year and hide at a church. Christmas Mass doesn't really mean much. That scene is not about the Christmas Mass. It's the idea that you go to church to feel. The whole conversation is about going to church, feeling safe. You could be yourself there. It could have been any church. It didn't have to be. Christmas lights, that's not part of the plot. That's ancillary. Oh, no, Trev, I'm still voting for Home Alone. My whole point was not for me to say that Home Alone isn't a holiday movie or a Christmas movie. I still believe that Home Alone is a Christmas movie. It absolutely is a Christmas movie. But I can't say now that Die Hard isn't, because it's the same elements. It's the same thing, that it could be removed, but I still think it's a Christmas movie. So that's why I am conceding to the Die Hard people. Now, I haven't seen Die Hard in a while. I'm gonna have to rewatch Die Hard now. Again, it's been a while. What about Hook? Oh God, this is gonna go down a rabbit hole. Let's vote. Well, All right, here's my thing on Muppets Christmas Carol. Love the Muppets. Love the Muppets. I love anything Muppets. It's not winning this one. I'm sorry. It's just not. All right. Home Alone. If you want to vote Home Alone to move on, exclamation vote 2. If you want Muppets Christmas Carol, exclamation vote 7. Yeah, no, I don't want to get it twisted. Home Alone is a Christmas movie. It's just the elements in it. Like, if I was going off my own arguments, I would have to literally call Home Alone a Christmas adjacent movie. And it hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. So I'm out on the Die Hard conversation. I'm no longer going to argue that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I think at this point, I'm at the mindset of, if you want to call something a Christmas movie, as long as it has some sort of Christmas element in it, I think that's fine by me. I'm done. I'm out. Is this the best rendition of A Christmas Carol, or is Mickey one? Ooh, Trev. Well, if we're talking kids versions, That's a good question. So, a great question. Wife Jexer's absolute favorite Christmas Carol version is the Mickey Christmas Carol. They were watching, I'm not even joking, they were watching it earlier tonight. The Jim Carrey one, the Jim Carrey animated one is stellar. I love that. I love that one. It takes the creepiness that was what was that movie with the train? Polar Express. It's the same animation style, but improved and way less creepy. It's really good. All right, Home Alone, 71% of the vote. Knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Polar Express, but it's the same animation style, but the improved upon so much. Like almost head and shoulders above. Trinity, man, you're gonna Trinity, now that you're here, I would suggest rewinding the stream for about 15 minutes and watching what I had to say. I just talked about Home Alone. I think you're going to find it very interesting. All right, what do we got? What do we got here? We got the upset. You just talked about Home Alone? Yo, no, I know. I agree. Yeah, I saw what you said. I just didn't know if you were here for what I said. All right, what do we got? We got major upset here. Has an 8 seed ever won? No. I don't. I feel like the answer to that is no. I think it got close. I think an 8 seed got to the, oh no, 8 seed got to the finals. All right. But here's the thing. I don't think it's gonna get past here. So, Christmas Vacation, Scrooge, two older films on this list. If we're talking about old school SNL personalities, I've never really been a big Chevy Chase fan. I'm gonna say it. Never, not the biggest Chevy Chase fan. I've always been much bigger Bill Murray fan. Now, Scrooge is a little dated. Not as far as like the comedy goes, but like I found Scrooge way more entertaining as a kid than I necessarily do now. Like I watched it earlier and it was very funny. I think it deserves to move on, and I'm totally fine for it moving on to the finals. But it didn't hold my attention like it used to. But I still think it's better than Vacation. Same here, Adam, but I enjoyed Christmas Vacation in spite of that. And you know what? I can understand that, because even as somebody who's not the biggest Chevy Chase fan, I do find Christmas Vacation enjoyable. I do. I just there's something about Chevy Chase that he just never was like that guy for me. I'll always take Murray over Chase, but Christmas Vacation smashes Scrooge. So I feel like, Adam, that's going to be a very popular opinion in this round. Chevy Chase hater? I am. Fine. I'll admit it. I'm a Chevy Chase hater. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take that abuse from you. All right, let's see what you guys have to say on this one. Let's poll. Let's do the poll. All right. Do we have another upset in the making? Christmas Vacation, will it go to the finals? Does it have a chance to win this whole thing? If you think it does, exclamation vote 8 in the chat. How about Scrooged? Do you think this movie, A Christmas Carol retelling, do you think it should make it to the finals? Exclamation vote 4 if you do. Off to a huge start. Christmas Vacation with a coming in almost commanding lead, man. Lots of 8s in the chat. Lots of 8s. Jim says Scrooged is screwed. Now, personally, I would be voting for Scrooged. Getting a lot of Christmas Vacation votes in. We got a couple more now. This vote is going to be very hard for Scrooge to come back from this massive halftime lead. Why am I not voting? I've had some conversation with some people that said it's more fun if the people vote, and then I should just jump in if needed, if it's close, if it's a tie, then maybe I should jump in. But in this case, it wouldn't have mattered. I would have voted for Scrooged, and I would have got screwed because this one is losing and is not making it. Christmas Vacation, the number 8 seed. 73% of the vote. Making it through. Man, this could be the night. This could be the night, ladies and gentlemen, where a number 8 seed makes it all the way. Let's look at the bracket. Man, the king is the tiebreaker. Absolute control. See, Patricia? Yeah, exactly. I like that. This is not a democracy. All right, what do we got next? We got the number 3 seed Santa Claus going up against the number 2 seed of Home Alone. All right, so now that I got my whole diatribe out of the way of my feelings on Christmas movies being not Christmas movies, now I can really sit and talk about why Home Alone should absolutely make it to the finals. Man, this movie at its heart is about family, and as Trinity said earlier, man, it is shocking how horrible they are to Kevin McAllister at the beginning of this movie. I mean, shockingly. The uncle at the beginning, if someone talked to my kid the way that uncle talked to him, someone might be losing teeth. I mean, honestly. I understand that, like, they're hammering the point, but my God, Uncle Frank is the real villain. I agree. The Wet Bandits have nothing on Uncle Frank. This movie is smart. It's funny. It's witty. It's pretty, I wouldn't say it's like a as tight a script as Back to the Future, but it's a pretty tight script. And I really enjoy the fact that, like, the hijinks and the shenanigans that, like, we all remember this movie for is really only the last 25 minutes of the movie. It's so much character building up until the end, so much so that, like, you are 100% locked in and rooting for Kevin at the end. Some great character development in it. So Santa Claus is fine. It's fun. It's enjoyable. If you just want a fun family, sit down, have a couple laughs, drink some hot cocoa, eat some popcorn kind of film, sit around the couch, then yeah, Santa Claus would be for you. Home Alone, I just think it's such a good movie. It's such a classic movie, and it's some very hysterical parts, especially towards the end, with the attack on the house. So for me, it's gonna be Home Alone. And then there's Home Alone 3, says Jen. Yeah, I don't think, did we talk about anything other than Home Alone 1 or Santa Claus 1? I mean, I know they exist, but like, does anyone actually watch them? Does anybody actually watch Lost in New York? I think I've seen that movie once in my whole life. Couldn't even tell you what happens in that movie. Oh, Adam watches it. All right. Well, Adam, you're gonna have to let everyone know how terrible it is. All right. If you want to vote for the Santa Claus, exclamation vote 3 in the chat. If you want to vote for Home Alone, exclamation vote 2. Now, I think this should be a no-brainer. I think it's Home Alone. I think Home Alone should take this. But maybe not. Right off the bat, Santa Claus coming in. Santa Claus coming in with a hefty vote at the beginning, and I see a lot more 3s coming in. A lot of 3s in this chat. Oh, but Home Alone. Don't count out Home Alone quite yet. Home Alone got a few extra comeback votes towards the end here. Go ahead, vote now. Vote now. Yeah, I mean, look, it's almost it's a 2-to-1 vote here. I don't think I think number 1 seed out, number 2 seed knocked out. This is not the finals I expected to get. I'll be honest. This is quite the unbelievable finals. Santa Claus is going to be your winner. Santa Claus, Tim Allen, taking the win on this round. 65% of the vote. Whew. That's a pretty commanding showing from the voters. My goodness. Okay, let's take a look at the bracket. Is Elf still in? Kendall, Elf, the number 1 seed, got booted in the first round. Look at this. Let's recap. Let's recap for Kendall. Number 1 seed Elf lost to Christmas Vacation. Scrooge beat Jim Carrey. How to Grinch Stole Christmas. Santa Claus beat Bad Santa pretty handily, and Home Alone took that first round win against Muppets Christmas Carol. But then we have the major upset again, the Christmas Vacation over Scrooge, and just now Home Alone getting knocked out by the Santa Claus. So there you have it. The number 8 seed will go up against the number 3 seed. So either way, the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed down for the count. All right, let's get this get these debate screens up and going. Man, okay. Gotta see what you guys want to do tonight. Tonight. Chevy Chase, Christmas Vacation, Tim Allen, Santa Claus. Look, I gotta say, I gotta stick with my feelings so far. I've been saying all night, I like Christmas Vacation. Not one of my favorites. Not on the rotation. I'm sorry. It's just, it never hit me like some other movies. But I know it's loved and it's considered a classic. And I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna discount that it is, but it's not on my high list. Not the biggest Chevy Chase fan. Tim Allen, I think, is funny in this. I think he's perfectly cast for this role. I love the magic elements of this. It's very mystical. It's very magical. It's a great story. For me, it is the Santa Claus is the one I think should take it tonight. Who's the best lead actor of these? Good question. Good question. I would say Tim Allen. I feel like Chevy Chase sort of sometimes mails it in a bit. Wait, what happened to Elf? Burke, a bounce in the first round, my man. Bounce in the first round. Christmas Vacation all the way, says Park. Santa Claus builds on the Santa Claus mythos and has great comedy. I agree. That's I totally agree, Santa. Absolutely. Scrooge is the best Christmas movie regardless of the vote. Scrooge is pretty good. Pretty good. Chevy needs that Christmas bonus. Yeah, right. I was never a Chevy Chase fan either, but we can't stop the miracle from happening. Let's be serious, yo. First time an 8 seed wins is on a Christmas movie debate. That would be a Christmas miracle for the first time an 8 seed. I feel like it's probably going to happen. Although, here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. Santa Claus has been crushing every single vote. Every single vote that it's in. Santa Claus has been killing it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We are now about to hit start on this poll to determine who wins tonight. Let's run it. Christmas Vacation or the Santa Claus? If you want Christmas Vacation to win this whole thing, exclamation vote 8 in the chat. If you want the Santa Claus to be your winner, exclamation vote 3. You decide who's going to be our winner tonight. See, this is what I'm talking about. Santa Claus up to a super early lead. Slight lead though. Slight lead. I don't think it's close. It's bouncing back and forth. I think I am going to vote this time. It's too close for me not to vote. I feel like I need to give my vote. I need to do at least one vote tonight, right? So I'm going to do Santa Claus. I'm doing exclamation vote 3. I'm doing it. I'm voting for the Santa Claus. This might do it. I think I was the last vote in. Yes, I was. The matchup is closed. And guess what? The Santa Claus is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. 50%. Nope, not 50%. 56% of the vote going. This was a tight one. This was absolutely a tight one. We do not have a Christmas miracle today because the number 3 seed has made it to the end. Let's take a look at the bracket and see where we're at. It was close. It was so close. Did I get the confetti? No. Jim, I keep forgetting. The confetti and the explosions. I gotta do it. Batman is unsubscribing because the number 8 seed didn't win. Look, Bat. Sometimes the 8 seed, it just doesn't do it. Yeah, I know. I gotta get like fireworks, something. I need to do something. Get a little explosions. I agree. I'm gonna work on that. Gotta work on that for next week. Okay. Santa Claus is your winner for tonight. Look at that. Santa Claus coming in. I'm shocked. I honestly don't know how Elf or Home Alone didn't win, let alone make it to the finals. Hey, that's why you guys vote. You guys decide what happens. So normally I would tell you guys that we would hang out and do the after show and talk about next week's show and do some picking. But next week we are doing the best Mando season 2 episode. There's only 8 of them, so therefore we don't have to decide which 8 are getting in, but we are still voting, right? We are still going to vote to decide the seating. So make sure you are in the Discord, !Discord, to be a part of that, to join the votes that will be up tomorrow. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I'll do it Friday. I'll do it on Friday because the episode, we want to see the 8th episode, we make our decision. So I will do that on Friday this week instead. Also, I'll take this chance to let everybody know I have a new channel. That's right, new channel. For those of you that are familiar with what I was doing with the 24-hour movie news stream, which is a 24-hour rolling feed of movie news set to music for you to just sort of watch and bounce in whenever you want during the day and just see what's going on in the movie news. I have a new dedicated channel. It's called Movie News Live. If you're into that, I know a lot of you were already. Go ahead, sign up, watch. I mean, literally it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you want to just jump in, do that. What did I do with my old vids? Right now they're set to private or unlisted. I think they're unlisted. Either way, I'm keeping that way for now. I'm gonna start doing the new shows with the new sets as set videos. So because the other old shows are so different than they are now. So now that we got a better feel for what the show looks like and everything, I'm a little more comfortable with leaving these up. So this one should be up as well too. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. Yeah, man, cons are not a thing. I don't know if cons are ever going to be a thing again. I mean, maybe big ones. I don't know if small ones are ever going to come back again. I don't know. We'll see. The archives channel. Yeah. So here's the thing. I have an archives channel that I may put the old ones on. I may put the old for Fanjecture Classic. Yeah. When can we start doing super chats? When I am lucky enough to get 1,000 subscribers. Gotta hit that retrojecture. Ooh, Trev. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I might steal that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So, and I feel like there was something else. I was going to, I do have some things in the works that I can't talk to you about, but I'm very excited to when I can tell you. I can't because it's not my place to say anything. I may be working. I'll say this. There's a slight chance, it's not finalized yet. There's a slight chance that occasionally this fun show that we do might be in front of a bigger audience. That's all I can say for now. Barely have followers, but I retweet when you post a debate. Yeah, I do. You guys are awesome with that stuff. Honestly, like word of mouth, consistency, and just the fact that hopefully I give you guys a fun show is really the best way that it's going to grow. And I'll be honest, like for the amount of subscribers that I have right now, the fact that we average in the heart of the show in the 20s of people watching is great. That ratio is great. And I would rather not hit 1,000 subs just to get 1,000 subs. If I had 1,000 subs and still 20 people were here watching and voting, that would make me depressed, I think. So if I can take that 300 to 20 ratio, and so by the time we hit 1,000, subs, my goal is to have at least 50 people here in a stream. If we can get a 50 to 1,000 ratio, that would be a good goal. So we'll get there. We'll get there one person at a time. One person at a time. You should start doing these debates twice a week. I'm worried about that. Park, I'll be honest, I'm worried about that because I'm worried about we'll see. There's a fine balance. I'll be honest. There's a fine balance between oversaturation, making it special one night a week. Now, 2 nights a week may not necessarily make it unspecial. But there's also the preparation for being able to give you a good, thoughtful opinion. And sometimes, even though I've seen movies, and trust me, and it's not like a brag or anything, but not to be an ass about it, but I've forgotten more movies than some people have seen. It's true. I've just been watching movies like literally since I was born. But sometimes I do have to rewatch stuff. So it is tough to like get enough time to rewatch at least like, half the movies. I don't know. But I have thought about it. And the truth is, honestly, there's another show that I'm developing that I might do as that second night. So I may do the other show one day a week and this one day a week. And the other one's pretty fun, what I'm developing. We should do a betting pre-show. There's something in the works. There's something in the works for that. It will officially launch when we hit 1,000 subs. Because there's an element for the API for YouTube that I need when we get to 1,000 subs. But what we're working on, and I know I've said this before, we're working on a companion piece to where you can fill out your own brackets ahead of time. And as the night goes on and as the results come in, it would automatically update. And then I'd be able to put up a leaderboard while we're going to see how many people have guessed correctly. Yes, much like March Madness, for sure. So it's in extreme active development. There are some pieces to finalize it that we can't do until we hit 1,000 subs. You have your webpage still going? Well, yeah, that it would be relaunching the webpage for that. There's also another piece of so Fantasy Film Book was a thing that I was doing with box office results, and I think I'm going to bring that back, but with streaming numbers. And I think I have a good source for streaming numbers and a good idea on how to implement that in weekly betting. Not necessarily betting, I don't know, with figuring things out. But that's definitely an element that I want to bring back as well. Maybe you can just break it up a little bit in Discord. Do a top 16 vote, then a few days later, before debate 8, have a top 8 vote. It'll keep everyone interested in doing. It's not a bad idea, Patricia. The only problem is there are some topics that may not have that many. So it may be a good idea occasionally. But I'd hate to set a precedence when not every topic has that many, if that makes sense. So like, for example, if we end up doing, let's say we do a Harry Potter night, there's not that many, you know? I don't know. It's all in flux. And none of these ideas are bad ideas. It's all great suggestions, and I like hearing the ideas that you guys have to sort of, you know, flesh out everything. Like this thing is still young. I'm not young, but this thing is still young, and so we're still making it really good. So look, all in good time. Like I said, like it's the engagement that we have with all of you guys is so great for as small as the channel is. So I'll take it. 40 is the new 20. That's right. All right, so that's it. That's our show tonight. Next week we are doing Mando season 8. 8 episodes of Mando season 2, the best ones. And I think it's going to be a good competition. There's some really good ones. I have some thoughts. Some of my favorite ones are not necessarily the most popular ones. So that's going to be a fun time. I might have a guest next week. You guys know him, you love him. Al from the Den of Nerds is penciled in to be the guest next week for the show to talk Mando with me. I'm super excited to talk Mando with him. It's like 90% in stone. Like he's in the middle of moving. Ooh. he's in the middle of moving. But he's extremely down for it as long as it's not interfering with his move. I'm hoping that it's not. We'll see. If it is, I think I have a backup guest. But the plan is to have a guest to talk Mando next week. So I gotta punch up the graphics of the show a little bit to make sure I get an extra cam going. So that'll be fun. So I hope all of you who are into the new Mando season are here to enjoy that with us. All right. Thank you all. I appreciate all of you for hanging out. So yeah. Thank you. Enjoy your holiday. See you next week. I'll see you in the Discord. I'll be chatting with you. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.